Dominic, congratulations on the win. Fantastic 4-0 win for you into the last 16, and to do it against a player like Marco Fu must feel even better.
Yes, definitely. I've played Marco a number of times. I used to have a very, very good record against him, but he's beat me a few times in the last few years. But he's always a tough player, Marco. He's a great builder. That's one thing that I would say he does better than I do. But we struggled a bit to score today. My safety was very good. My long game was so-so, but I think there's only 150 break in the match that I made in the first frame, so I'd like to improve on that.
A striking start to the season for you. Looking back on last season, last 16 of a few Asian and European Tour events, last 16 of the Players' Championship, what was it about these sort of formats that kind of suit your game?
I never thought they did. It's just a coincidence. I think the short sprints are a leveller anyway. Obviously, if you reduce the format to best of sevens, best of fives, obviously there are no favourites then. So maybe that's why. But I think I play the right style of game. If you're an out-and-out attacking player and it goes wrong for a couple of frames, you're really on the ropes then. Whereas in a best of 9, best of 11, best of 17, you've got plenty of time to recover. But I don't know. I've had a very weak start to season really. I qualified for here, but I didn't get through in China nor for Riga. But playing in June for a lot of us was very tough, and it is early on in the season. I think a lot of us will be looking to improve as the season goes on.
And obviously out in India, not your first time in India, but I imagine you sort of want to soak up the culture. How have you kind of found India so far in Hyderabad?
I've been staying in the hotel a lot and enjoying the hotel facilities, and the food here is great. I love Indian food. Venturing out here is the first time I've been out the hotel since I arrived, but it's very nice. There's a pleasant breeze and the sun's not too strong. I've just come back off holiday in Limassol in Cyprus, so it's very hot out there, so this is actually quite cool for me.
There's quite a lot of local media as well, obviously taking interest in you about your sort of antiques and that sort of thing, wasn't there?
Yes, I was quite surprised really. I suppose I have a more sort of diverse sort of spectrum of interest than the majority of the professional players, which is I found a distraction in my career. But in sport these days you need to be completely tunnel visioned, and I've never really been that. But yeah, I've spoken a bit about my old billiards memorabilia collecting days and what have you, and they very kindly gave me an old sort of book on the history of billiards and snooker. There were a couple of anomalies in there, but I haven't highlighted them to them yet.
How impressed with kind of the level of interest? Because there's actually quite a few journalists out here compared to even some of the smaller UK tournaments. Yes,
well, the origins of snooker actually come from India in 1875, the Ayuthi Club, but that's in Ottakamund, I think. It's still there actually, but it's I think in India though you've got more of a history of billiards with Pankaj, Geet Sethi, fantastic billiards players, and a lot of the snooker players, people like Pankaj obviously being predominantly a billiards player, but Aditya Mehta also a very, very good billiards player, but of course he's doing quite well on the snooker tour. He's just got back on for this season, so I think the histories over here in Q Sports are mainly billiards, but there are some very, very dangerous snooker players over here. I played one in my first round. He was a great player, and that was a very tough match.
Obviously know your stuff, and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very much, Dick.